photos we have right now. All right, what are the gifts that are being exchanged as we speak? Remember, this is obviously tradition, and we're receiving news that the White House has gifted a few things. We're going to tell you what they are right now to India. It starts with, number one, a handmade antique American book galley from the early 20th century. There's also going to be a vintage American camera accompanied by an archival facsimile print of George Eastman's patent of the first Kodak camera, and a hardcover book of an American wildlife photographer. You'll also have Jill Biden, the president's wife, who'll be gifting Prime Minister Modi with a signed first edition copy of the collected poems of Robert Frost. Now, my colleague Abhishek is with us. Abhishek, what is a book galley? That's the first gift on this list. What is an antique American book galley? Tell us that, and also then tell us more about this tradition. For example, has India taken gifts for the United States right now?
Okay, so we can be sure on that part because Prime Minister Modi has this gesture of gifting to any world leaders he happens to meet. It is a gesture that Prime Minister Modi has tried to do in the past also, where he has always tried to take gifts that represent Indian identity, that present Indian art, culture, its heritage, its history, and these sort of artifacts have been given as a gift to foreign dignitaries or world leaders in the past also, wherever a Prime Minister had an opportunity to meet any of them. So we can be sure on that part that especially when Prime Minister is on a state visit and he's there to meet Biden family, so he must have taken some gift. But what is that gift and what kind of cultural or historical heritage it has ingrained in it, we don't know yet. We'll be able to know very soon. But we know for now that Joe Biden and the family has gifted Prime Minister Modi with a book galley and a vintage camera. Prime Minister Modi in the past has expressed his choice of camera and the way he was interested in new technologies and the way he used to experiment with photo cameras. So probably this is something that the Bidens have picked up from his past statements, and they have found something that is a vintage camera, and President Biden has gifted this vintage camera. This is accompanied by an archival facsimile print of George Eastman's patent of the first Kodak camera. So something that would be clearly close to Prime Minister's heart is being gifted to him by the Biden family.
Right, that Robert Frost's poetry book is particularly interesting because Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru's perhaps favorite author was Robert Frost. He had his lines embossed on his table. Now, Abhishek, if I could ask you to stay with us right now for a few minutes, please.